side.
Hello everybody and welcome back again to another episode on the NightOwl server, and we are over here at our little smeltery area that we were working on last time, and as you can see there have been some moderate changes going on here. We've got basically the same room going on here, but the room layout at least, but as you can see the redstone or the lack thereof is quite different. After fiddling around with it for a bit of time, probably at least 2 or 3 hours after that video, I wasn't able to get the whole system working quite as good as I had hoped for. Particularly with the layout of the room that I went with. I just didn't have it very optimized for the setup that I was using, so I went ahead and swapped it over to a rail design that is similar to the one that Cirque has over in his smeltery, which we might go check out later to show you guys how this all works. But mine's quite a bit simpler. That it doesn't really need that much, and in fact, I'm going to be taking out some of this stuff here. Originally, my idea was to just have, let's head over on the inside. My idea was to have the collection storage on this side of the room and our storage minecarts on this side, but that would have meant that I would have needed to take it to this side of the room, then have a detector rail, flip the track so it could take it on a separate rail over to this side of the room to drop off the fuel as well as the materials that we wanted to be smelted. But that seemed kind of silly. We don't really need a whole wall of storage here, and it would have taken like a bunch of hoppers and a dropper elevator to get the storage actually in there, which would have been a pain in the butt. That was another flaw that was in the system that I had before that I wasn't happy with. So now what I've got going is I've got all the hoppers under the furnaces flowing into a single double chest down here, and there's going to be one double chest on either side of the room. So I think that that's going to be a lot simpler, and I think that simplicity is really key here. Because we don't need anything super advanced. We just need something that works, you know? And it wasn't really working for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically copy the design that we have going on over here, and let me explain it really quickly. I'll take out some of this stuff that we don't need anymore so that I can kind of show you what it's doing. That track needs to go the right direction. Alright, so basically what's happening is I've got a comparator. I should be able to break a block somewhere. Yeah, right here. So we've got a comparator that's coming off of a detector rail. It's right in here. And basically, if there's any items in the cart, when it's making its return trip, initially you have to hit a button and it'll shoot it off. But when it's coming back, it'll hit this detector rail and power the comparator if it has items in the minecart still, which will power the powered rail back there, which will shoot the minecart off a second time, or however many times it needs to drop off all its items back across the hoppers, which evenly distribute the items amongst all the furnaces, which is another very beneficial thing to doing it this way. It's a lot simpler than doing it with hoppers because you needed a lot of comparators. In fact, I can go over to my storage chests real quick, and basically all of these hoppers that were in here were being used just on that side of the room, so we can kind of save ourselves on a lot of iron that we would have had to use by using the hoppers. So I'm pretty happy with doing it this way. So now I'm going to go ahead and copy it over to this side of the room, and we'll finalize the design, get this place all cleaned up and looking pretty, and then we'll move on. Alrighty, so I did a little bit of remodeling in here, and I managed to get both sides of the furnace array completely finished. I got this side all finished up. If you want, we can take a look back here. It's just a mirror of the other side. Pretty simple stuff, nothing too complicated, but I'm pretty happy with how this all looks. I still need to get a couple of these chests out of here, but I'm happy with how the way the room looks. We might work on decorating it a little bit more, but but not too much. So I wanted to give it a little bit of a test with you guys real quick. So I've got some coal here. I cleared out all the furnaces just so we could get a decent test going to make sure that they're all getting evenly distributed, all the coal and whatnot. So if I remember correctly, I believe the coal or our fuel is going to go on the bottom one. Can I not open this this minecart? Oh, okay. I might not be able to... Oh, no, I can. Where was I clicking wrong? So I guess I have to click on the chest itself for it to open. Okay, that's interesting. I did not know that. These guys are just attacking me. I've never had so much problems in this area with zombies. This is ridiculous. So the bottom is fuel, I want to say. So we'll put 3.5 stacks in each. I think that's even. Come on, open up. There we go. And we can split that as well. Get all that coal put in there, and then we'll get the cobble evenly distributed as well. So it looks like this is going to be... Well, actually, it's just going to be 4 stacks. Okay, I was thinking 3.5. There we go. So this is pretty neat. I like this. Hit the button, they all shoot out at once. So that's pretty cool. That block is really bothering me. I don't know why that's doing it. So the fuel carts are a little bit slower in completing the circuit because they have to go a little bit farther, but I don't think it's going to cause too much of a problem, them being off kilter from each other, because they all seem like they're, yeah, they all look like they're distributing the items all equally, which is good. That's what we want. Yes, this is going quite nicely, and it's a lot simpler than what I had before. That's for damn sure. Alright, so we've got all this cobble cooking up. Let's see if it's getting put in the chests. It looks like it is. Not bad, not bad. Alright, so let's move on to trying to get this room looking all nice. If you notice, I took out the water streams. They're kind of interfering with like the maneuvering around in the room, and it was just kind of annoying. Plus, the glowstone in the top and bottom weren't really lighting up the room at all. I think the water was blocking the majority of the light that was coming from them, so that wasn't really working the way that we intended. Yes, this looks so cool. I love watching these things come flying in and out. It looks like these top 2 carts got off somehow. I'm not sure why that is. They're only off by like a second or a split second. I'm not sure. Maybe it's lag, and that's why I'm not able to open them up. I don't know. That might be it. 'Cause I'm like, strange. Maybe the hitboxes are just a little bit odd. But yeah, it looks like all the coal got evenly distributed as well as the items. Yeah, worked perfectly. Sweet. Alright, so I'm thinking what I want to do is I want to get some carpet put in here. So let's go over to our storage room real quick. I'm thinking green carpet since we have the green carpet in here as well. And we might want to try and tie it in just a little bit with this room, because it's kind of got a similar feel as it is being inset into the side of the mountain. And yes, I know it's ugly on the outside. I don't know, I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that just yet, but it won't stay like that. You can be positive of that. Alright, so we've got some carpets there. That's not terrible. I kind of like that. Maybe... Maybe we get some vines. I think I do want to get some vines. And maybe we'll grab some leaves as well, just in case we decide we need them. Alright, so we've got some leaves. We shouldn't need that many leaves. And I'm not sure, actually, where I keep my vines. I don't think I have a chest specifically for them, so we'll just go like this and grab some off of the wall. It should grow back, and it's a little bit heavy right now as it is. These things grow so fast, but I didn't really want to put a bunch of string in here. And I kind of like how it looks with all the vines everywhere. It's kind of, it really is the overgrown storage room. It definitely gives vibe to that feel. Alright, what am I saying? Gives vibe to that feel. Alright, so maybe we toss a vine there, one there. Sure, why not? And this roof, this ceiling I should say, is kind of plain, but I'm not entirely sure what I want to do with that, because if we go too much further up, we're already starting to run into some problems with the ground being here. We're gonna have to cover this all up with dirt. Yeah, I'm not too sure what else I want to do in this room. You know what, though? I think maybe we could get some green clay going up there, though, along that beam. Let's try that. I'm sorry, I'm just kind of running back and forth grabbing materials, but seems to be a good way to do it, because the idea is popping in my head, and gotta go get them. Get the stuff needed for them. Alright. Let's use this pick. This pick's almost broken. Actually, we don't need a pick at all, do we? Alright. And how does that look? That is not bad. That is not bad at all. I actually like that a lot. I think that's going to work better for us. Yeah, that seems good. Seems nice. Alright. And the ceiling. I don't think I really want to mirror the ground, but I do want to have some sort of pattern going up there. So I'm going to work that out real quick, and we'll take a look at the final room. Yeah. This is it. I really like what I've done here. Okay, so for the roof, I just made kind of like almost like a plaid type of pattern with just some spruce planks, with like, I guess, like crosses of dark oak in the middle, and I'm pretty happy with that. I put a couple logs up here on either side of the crafting bench to kind of section these areas off a little bit from the rest of the wall. Adds a little bit more detail. I put some leaf piles in the corners to kind of tie it in with the feel that we've got going on in the storage room, and I am really happy with how this place looks. There's only one thing left for me to do in this place, and that's to get this storage stuff out of the way. I guess two things left: to get these extra chests out of the way with our materials, as well as one more thing that I wanted to do with the whole setup is originally this light was supposed to show us whether or not we had enough, like if all of our furnaces were filled with fuel. So we're gonna add that in, and it shouldn't be too hard. All we have to do is, well, we might be able to do this together, or at least start it, maybe get one side done. Alright, let's get some stone bricks. All of our stone did end up getting smelted, so that is fantastic. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to just have a row of comparators coming out of this here. Actually, we might need to... this is going to be annoying. I think we're going to have to go ahead and take out these real quick so I can place these comparators, but we can put them back in right after. So we're going to have to do this on both sides of the room for this to work properly. Alright, comparators all along, and let's go ahead and put these back in. Get our hoppers all the way across like so. Alright, so now we're just going to run these into blocks. And we need some torches real quick. Hey, what am I getting stuck on? Nothing. I don't know. That was weird. Alright. Alright, we need a few more torches than this. My inventory is always such a mess when I go to play Minecraft. It's ridiculous. Alright. That's like something I'm terrible at, is inventory management in this game. It is not good. Alright. So... Alright, at this point, I think what we can do is we should be able to just run the line directly back up to there. So let's get some repeaters real quick. And there we go. We'll just put a repeater at the end of this line here. And we need more redstone. I should have grabbed more. Bummer. Let's throw some of this crap in here as well. There we go. That should be enough redstone to get us there. If it's not, then I've made some serious miscalculations. Alright. And where do we want to run it up? Because we need to get it up to there. I guess we'll raise it at the end. That might be okay. Or we could, yeah, we'll raise it up at the end. Alright, so I'm just going to run this back over there, and I'll do the same thing as we did over here on the other side, and we'll hook up the light. Alrighty, so I've got both lines running directly from the comparators and the torches up a little bit of a redstone staircase here, and... oh, wait, is this right? Yeah, this is right, okay. I forgot I put that redstone there. Yeah, so what we need to do is we're going to pull a repeater from that block where both sides are going from. Put a block there. I want to invert this so that I want the light to be on if the thing is if it's all full of fuel, and if it's not, then I want it to be turned off. So as you can see right now, it shouldn't turn on. It shouldn't be on right now, and it won't be. But let's go grab a bunch of fuel. I'm absolutely positive that I've got a bunch of coal laying in my storage room, so we can go grab some of that. Let me just clear my inventory real quick. In fact, I should probably just take some of this back with me, but I'm not going to do that because then I'd be forced to sort it on camera, which would not be entertaining at all for me or for you. Okay, so yes, we have quite the amount of coal here. Let's just go ahead and we'll break it up into actual like coal. We don't want to use blocks because it's you run the risk of wasting a lot of fuel. All right, so wait, fuel down here, correct? Come on, open. That's the only problem I've noticed with this so far, is that it doesn't want to open all the time. And what we really should do pretty soon here is get some labels. In fact, I think I'm going to do that in just a second after I finish putting some coal in here. Alright, get that going. Let's click our button, send it away. We don't have any smeltables, so those should just come back right back and just stay there. And that's going to keep going. So let's go grab a couple item frames real quick. I think we're going to have to make them. I don't think I've got any laying around. I don't really think I never use item frames, to be honest, because I guess there isn't really any good reason for me not to use them. But I just don't. I rarely find the need to. Sorry for opening all these chests. I'm looking for some planks. There we go. I need to make a couple more sticks. Alright. Hopefully this is how you make an item frame. I can't quite remember. Alright, yeah. So I think just 2 item frames should be good. And actually, we'll get one piece of coal, and that will represent ourselves our fuel. And then what do we want to use for smeltables? Maybe an iron ingot would work. Do I have an iron anywhere? Yeah, we'll use an iron ingot. But maybe we should use an ore. Nah, ingot. Ingot seems better. Okay, so where do we want to put these? We could... I'm not entirely sure, to be perfectly honest. Maybe we put one there and one... well, no, that doesn't work. That doesn't work particularly well. We really need 4, maybe. 4 item frames. Where did that even go? What the heck? It's just gone. Did it go back in my redstone? I think it might have. Let's see if we can find it back here. Oh, I don't want to get in the way of that, though. Do you see it anywhere? I don't see it anywhere. What the heck, item frame? Why are you doing that? It's just... oh, there it is. Okay. I can't really reach it. Stupid item frames. They're so dumb. They always... like, item frames and paintings in this game are just so... they just bounce all over the place. It's really annoying. Alright. Oh, come on. Don't tell me I can't reach that. There we go. And I'm going to replace that slab with a block. I think that might have been part of the problem. Probably not, but can someone tell me why it is that item frames and paintings just go flying so far? Like, what makes them so different than any other, like, tileable item? Alright. Oh, wait a minute. Why are those bouncing? What's it sending to the furnaces? Oh. Wait. Oh, I think I know what the problem is. Yes. Okay, we have a problem that has been discovered with our system up there. The redstone is powering... It's powering the rail. That's not what we want. So I think it's powering the rail from... Let me see. Where is this even? Okay, yeah, so that's keeping the rail powered, which isn't what we want. Not at all. I've got to break everything to get out. Okay. There we go. Put that back. Let's get that put back. Okay, so where can we reposition that redstone so that it's not going to... Aw, dang it. What have I done? I'm messing everything up. That should fix itself, though. Alright. So we need to power the light without powering the rail. That's kind of an interesting dilemma. Yeah, actually, I think I know what we can do. Yes, I know exactly what we can do. Alright. Put that there. Put our redstone here. We actually might need... No, we don't need one more. I was thinking we were going to, but we don't. Put that there, and a repeater there. And I think that powered... Let's throw a torch up here as well. It seems kind of dark. I don't want any mobs spawning in our redstone. Or our rails, for that matter. Because that could actually be a problem if they start getting in the way of the minecarts as they go by and bouncing them back. Yeah, so there we go. It's powering the light without powering the rails. That's what we want. Alright, problem fixed. So these should all be filled with coal, which is why the light is on. Sweet. How much, I wonder how much items we still have left in here. Wow, a pretty good amount. So, ooh, that is a neat view. The moon right there. That's pretty cool. I like that view. Alright, so I'm going to wait for this all to get filled up. I'm going to put all my stuff back into storage, and then we'll come up with something else to do for the rest of the episode. I'm not sure how much time is left. I'll have to check up on that. Alright guys, so getting all of this set up took up a huge part of the episode. We really don't have a whole lot more time to do anything left today. This is still running, by the way. I went and checked how long I've recorded for. It's about like 23 minutes or so. So we don't have time to start anything up new. But I thought that what I will do is head on over to Spawn, because Cirque in his video today, it's Thursday, he put up a video and he finished up his furnace array, so we're gonna go take a look at that. It's basically a giant version of what I've done. And also today, or last night actually, I think it was, Cirque broke 1,000 subscribers, so that is fantastic. He puts a lot of effort into his videos. They're all very high quality. I'd say he makes probably a lot better videos than I do, so if you like my videos, you're gonna love his. And yeah, he puts out a lot more content than I do. I have trouble finding time to do so. But anyways, that brings up another thing, is that I recently... It's been probably a week and a half or 2 weeks, and I haven't even mentioned it, but I broke 200 subscribers, which is a decent milestone in its own right. And I don't really have any plans to do anything extremely special for 200 subscribers. I don't think it's a huge milestone. I think I might do something for 500, but probably not anything for 200. I might try and do a live stream. We'll just see how that works out. I don't have a extremely good situation right now set up for live streams, but here you go. Here's Cirque's smeltery system. So basically, he's got a like a switch that you can toggle between the different amounts of furnaces that you want to use, which is pretty neat. It allows you to, like, let's say you only have maybe a stack of items and you don't want to spread it across like all 64 furnaces, because that would end up wasting some fuel if you only have one item in each furnace and you're using a coal to smelt it. Then you're leaving 7/8 of that coal to waste. which you don't want that at all. But yeah, as you can see, it's basically just a giant line, and we can probably break in here. Shouldn't cause too much of a problem. All this redstone is just the toggle down there, and this is his setup. He explained it in his video a lot better than I could, but you can see it's just minecarts going over rails, over hoppers that just distribute the items, similar to what we've got. But it's kind of neat, and he's got a really nice building outside. I didn't really show that too well, I don't think. I think I just kind of ran past it. Let's throw those back like that. I think that's exactly how they were, in fact. Don't want to change anything of his build. But yeah, it's a nice, I meant to say it's a neat little like hut blacksmith building. Pretty cool, pretty cool. We've gotten a few more buildings going up in spawn lately. Not too many. I'd still like to see this place get a little bit more of a booming environment like we had on the last map. But but as it is, considering how few people have been able to play lately, or wanting to play, I'd say we've got a decent amount done on the server. The tree farm is looking really good too. I think that this project is basically finished. He just needs to get some trees in there, which I'm going to look forward to. As soon as he gets those trees in there, I'm probably going to spend a day or two just chopping trees and filling up my storage with logs, because that's something I like to do. I like to get a lot of different. Like to get all the different types of wood so that I can just use them whenever I want to, and I don't have to go chop them mid-episode. It's kind of annoying when you have to do that. But anyways, guys, I hope you have enjoyed. We're just kind of out here in no man's land fighting mobs to end off the episode. But yeah, thank you guys for 200 subscribers, and hopefully I'm still keeping enough content. I know it's not a lot, but hopefully it's enough to keep you guys entertained. And I might try and do another series pretty soon here. I'm considering doing a series of cities skylines. I don't know if you guys would be interested in that, but it looks like a really fun game, and I've always been into kind of the city simulation type of genre of game. I don't get to play them too often because they're usually fairly expensive, but the city skylines is actually not too bad. I think it's only like 20 or 40 bucks, so I think I can spare that. But anyways, guys, like I said, this is going to be the end of the episode, and I will see you all next time on the NightOwl server, and hopefully we can get some more stuff done. Bye-bye.
Bullseye.